Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Trojans offense will go to work first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hawkins. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Minnesota's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To throw, it's Coffee. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Tompkins.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They're going to run it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Got it set up on the outside. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that arc. Knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast, he just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a second and long. Pulls and fires complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. First and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got his man on the outside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. Breaks into the open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28.
Gain of 35 on the play. First down for the offense.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Southern Cal! A great catch and run for 6. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll try the right side. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. Working that left side now. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his man. It's Tompkins. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
The give to the back. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the right. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. Catch in the middle. It's Tompkins. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And the Golden Gophers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Purdue looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Boilermakers. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Heck of a showing. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Dances away to buy time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Need. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. caught over the middle. It's Tompkins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Golden Gophers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers will try to pick it up on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Makes the catch. It's Need. Lowers those pads. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Golden Gophers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Big fella moving. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll immediately call timeout.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Minneapolis when that town is buzzing as it is today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Coffee. Got it in the middle, it's Tompkins. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Finds his man. It's Tompkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. It's complete to the right. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he...
Touchdown, Minnesota! Hold that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off-play action on 1st down. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Makes the grab on the left. Past the 40. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This is not a straight-on kick. A 42-yarder from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 22 over Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He makes a grab, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
And the big play starts with the protection up front. This takes a long time to develop. He's going to start all the way on the right side, run all the way across the field, so you got to have protection. He hangs in there, throws the football perfectly. The big play, the big touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
They'll try to sneak it.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Let's go! Let's go! Soften them up with a run. Now to throw. Makes the grab. It's Tompkins. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. You got two. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Coffee. Catch in the middle, it's Tompkins. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Need. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Minnesota! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the...
There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. To the ground with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Pulls it in. It's Tompkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth. It's keep that clock running. It's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Back to throw, it's Coffee. Caught near the sticks, it's Tompkins. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. He's got it on the run. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 1st down. Here's a heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.